Get it. Good evening from Kirksville, Missouri. Just a minute and I'll go mute the TV. All right, I'm back. This is Randy Kirby, and this is Rant and Randy's Rant for the first day of spring. And QAnon now has to set another day for their man to be inaugurated because it didn't happen, baby. And those idiots keep believing it. Let's start out with Chip Roy, claims he's a victim of council culture. Boy, isn't that popular with the Republicans now? Everything is council culture, but yet they're on Fox and they're on Newsmax, and they have the floor of the House to bark all this bullshit. But they've been counseled, baby. 14 House Republicans vote against condemning Mila Mile and Mar coup pro coup party. That's what they were attempting back on January 6th. They were attempting to overthrow our government. Uh, and Republicans, you back a coup because the base still thinks that the other guy will still come back as president. And like I said, January 6th was an attempted coup by the other guy's supporters, brothers, and sisters. And let's, while we're at it, this party is lost its fucking mind. Oh, that helps calm down the blood pressure. Wax figure of the other guy is removed from the museum after multiple attacks. I will add to that, they had a problem with George W. People kept punching his nose in, and they replaced the ears on Barack Obama twice. But after multiple attacks, they took the other guy off the out of the museum. And many of the QAnon, this was from a reporter with CNN, the QAnon and the other guy want a military coup and have the other guy become the president again. I guess they think that's today. We found out no shit, it's not. Like I said, oh shit, they're going to have to set another date again because they are never right, never have been. First guest on Rachel was with Ali Velchi, was Michael Cohen talking uh, with Cy Vance. We'll be drawing down uh, and Cy Vance will be drawing down to get to the bottom of whether there was tax fraud, bank fraud. Uh, and I'll probably have more on that on Monday. This is the last day of the week for me. In the Atlanta metro spa killing, the killer drove past other spa venues, but he struck the ones he knew were Asian Americans. And he claims those are the ones he frequents, but he had many other choices, but he went to those. Didn't have anything to do with race, huh? Pressure works. Pressuring corporations like Coca-Cola, Home Depot, and Delta Airlines. Metro Atlanta Chamber of Commerce issued a statement backing voter rights, such as no excuse mail-in ballots, Sunday voting. Corporations seem to be following suit, yet slowly. But like I have said, and others have said, pressure works, baby. uh, is starting to make Republican lawmakers in Georgia slow down and think. And I want to talk about council culture. That's a load of bullshit. They are heard in Congress and on right wing media. So, how the hell are you counseled? It's not culture, and, and it's not council culture when you talk about bigotry, as we saw from Chip Roy. Uh, they have learned well from the golden calf to play the victim. Uh, when they say something bigoted and racist, they're being counseled. Uh, and let's see. Part of Mar-a-Lago is shut down or partially shut down. At least one person is tested positive for COVID-19, and I hope COVID-19 follows that man down there everywhere he goes. Feinstein now agrees that changing the filibuster, it must be changed or eliminated to pass voting rights. Democrats need to stand up for changing or ending the filibuster. Mitch McConnell ended it when he wanted in 2017 for tax cuts for the America's richest. Uh, we must do the same to the Republicans as they did to us. Otherwise, they'll obstruct every bill going forward. And the other day on Fox, the other guy encouraged getting vaccinated, but he used his usual word salad to screw up their minds that they have freedom. So they'll have to decide what they're going to do on that. And they might get the COVID-19 vaccine if he would just come out and urge all the people that voted for him, all of his supporters, to damn get the vaccine. But he won't do it. And I'll kind of skip over this. But there's quite a few fools out there that think if they get vaccinated, they will get COVID-19. That's about as stupid as thinking you get a flu shot. That is dead virus. Now, this is different technology, but also you're not going to get COVID-19 from it. And I particularly noticed one woman said, if you believe in God, you won't get COVID-19. We've seen how that was proven wrong by ministers that died from COVID-19. And besides that, I'm not going into this because I am not a doctor or a scientist. And some of his supporters said that if the vaccine was good, and this was February 20th, before anybody knew, he got vaccine and Melania in January before he left office. Uh, at the interview time, they said if the vaccine was good, uh, the Golden Calf would have taken it. He did. Gee, others, if you believe in God, you won't get it. Yeah, is 49% of GOP men will not get the vaccine. Mr. Macho won't get sick or die, just make others sick and die, huh? Well, you don't give a shit. Can't interfere with your freedom to kill people. It appears Republicans support the Russian dictator, Putin, more than they do President Biden. Representative Matt Gates says that Biden wouldn't win a debate with Putin. So, what it turns out to be, my fellow Republican friends, is they would rather have, they would prefer a murderer, more socialism than they've ever seen, and a dictator. That's what you're talking about with KGB Putin. And and I'm asking, how are they not traitors to this country, brothers and sisters? Because they would rather have someone like Putin. And Putin used the other guy as a puppet. And now his supporters are claiming that Biden's a puppet. That damn projection bullshit. Uh, when Republicans are in power in the White House, they spend like a drunk, and the Democrats are in the White House, they have to straighten out the economy. The Republicans act like drunks, blackout. They suddenly don't recall the tax cuts and the debt and the deficit they caused. Uh, and I often say that GOP has selective memory, and that's including your voters, GOP. They can't remember anything, particularly if you remind them not to remember it. You remember it this way, so that's the way it really happened. And that party is gone off the deep end for the extremist right and domestic terrorists. I mean, you see it. You see it right there every day. And of course, they're going to try to make something out of the mess at the border. It's not a crisis, it's just a mess. Biden will handle it. It may take some time, but I have a lot more faith in our president getting something done than the idiot that was in there before him. All he was just plain ass mean, nasty, you name it, he was it. Uh, and he did I can't help but remember this one. And this is why so many are so stupid. Remember, he turned and said, I'm the chosen one. Yeah, chosen by hell. All right, that's about all I got. Hello, Virginia. Looks we got about 4 people out there, one like, and Virginia's in my blue room. Thank you, Virginia, for tuning in. I'm sure others will be watching a little later. This is, after all, the first day of spring, and it's a Saturday, and it is beautiful even here. I saw the high a while ago, about an hour ago. It was 58 degrees. That is quite nice here. I go down and get in minivan. The minivan is much hotter than the 58 degrees that it is outside. Uh, have to turn the heater completely off and even roll down the window if you're going very far. All right, great to hear that, Virginia, and I will get there live when I can. I can't always do that. Uh, Depends on, and you know this too. If you send out any notices on doing a show, it takes forever, and it depends on, like this one. Uh, I'm fortunate that I put it on Facebook, and then I had to go down through their whole list and hope that I don't duplicate anywhere. I've had that done when I share these because I can't see after I post to them. I can't see them. That's what I like about Facebook. At least I can keep going back to where it's been shared, and I can look and see where I shared it too. Because with YouTube, like when I post music, I had one today to Peaceful Souls, uh, Herman's Hermits, Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. And I posted it twice to that group because you have to go back down through the list and figure out which was the last one you posted to. And I'm going to have to watch that more carefully. I remember if your group ends up with a post from me twice, I'm not doing it on purpose. Uh, it's just the nature of the beast, Facebook, and it is a beast. They seem to favor the right more than the left, but that's another day, another story. Yeah, I have too, Virginia. Uh, that thing sometimes is a real pain in the ass trying to get it to work. And then you have to watch where your cursor is. It sits in the wrong place and it will want to end your video long before you want to. You hit the wrong button there, boom, you're out of there and your video ended. So hopefully that will get a little better from them. It seems like they're trying to work against, they don't want people posting quickly. That's the reason they put in place lists, and you have to go to the list each time, go down. I've gotten where I'm starting to memorize those, and those I hadn't gotten to, I just type them in and then post there. That's the fastest way, particularly with my Facebook show, to get it out there where I want it to go quickly. And then I can go back down to the list and see and knowing that where I posted. In fact, I may make that a habit. Just, my group, I'll look for it. Biden Harris, I'll look for it. But after that, I'll make sure just type it in at the top and then share it right then. All right, that's about all I got. Uh, oh, what are the dolls in the back? These are actually what are called Dammit dolls. They're actually good for lowering blood pressure. I would have never thought that, but they have them at my doctor's office where they keep the cup for doing blood pressure. They also have a Dammit doll that looks more like uh, one I have on the shelf with the clown type suit. That one was modified to be Mitch McConnell, but that is a blood pressure doll. Uh, and it does relieve my blood pressure to use them. But yeah, I think so too, because there are times when I get upset, I'll come get one of them, particularly the old one I had, a 45, and just beat the hell out of it. And I feel so much better. All right, I'm going to let all of you go. Have a wonderful Saturday. I'll try to get out there and post a little more music. I'm going one song at a time until I get them shared. That way, uh, I can go down through the list or I can list the group and send out the music. I'll do the same with this. That I do like about YouTube. All right. You take care too, Virginia, and I'll see you on Monday. Uh, but I'll be sharing this one, but that's what I like about YouTube. I'll ask for all of you to share it from YouTube, uh, but I'm going to be sharing it to, I have something like usually anywhere from 30 to 36 groups I share it with. But this is Saturday, so I'm going to enjoy myself. Grace and I are going to step out to get a little something, a bite to eat, and we'll be right back. But then I'll get to sharing it where, and I try to find out when I can where you have shared it. It will show me, uh, for instance, one of my Blue Dot brothers and sisters will share it somewhere, and I can see that you shared it. So I can avoid that group if that's where you sent it was a particular group. I won't share it to that group. All right. Have a good one. I want you to go down, like, share, and if you're new here, subscribe. Last time I looked, we had dropped back down to 217, but I think two of those subscribers were people that were putting porn advertisements in my after comments, and I report them right straight to Google. Sometimes I can frighten them. If they've got it out there, they don't seem to respond to what I'm talking about right now. I will report them to Google, and Google removes them. All right. Have a good one. Peace. Resist. Persist. And I insist that we stay in this fight. It's a long ways to 2024 and even a shorter ways to 2022. We have to make sure that we keep the majority and we keep the Democrats in the White House. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a dictator, not necessarily the X one, but someone that would act just like him or even worse. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. And like I said, share this shit. Bye bye now. Share this